Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you all are doing well on this April Fool's Day. Yes, it is April 1st, 2023, at the time of this video's release. Just one more video for the day, then I guess I'm done, as I've released like 10 other videos today, for, being my typical videos for, April, well, for the first month anyways. Today, for a surprise review, I'm going to be looking at Celebritease by Bart Baker, which is his only album to be released. He does have some compilation albums out there, but this is really his only original album that he has released. I felt this was a decent album of original songs poking fun at some artists of the past decade. Just a little backstory. I spent a lot of my teen years watching his content, and I especially enjoyed a lot of his earlier works. I feel, at like the time of 2014, 2015, maybe 2016, I felt like a lot of his parodies started to become practically a rinse, wash, repeat cycle of just poking fun at the artist, the song, and the video, which I personally don't mind, but, that's how he was doing it at that time, and practically became the same style, same concepts over all those parodies. But yeah, anyways, I felt it was interesting to see him release an album of original content to see what he could come up with and do. Anyways, let's go ahead and hop right into this album. This is his first and only studio album that was released on March 1st, 2017. With only 8 tracks, the album has a runtime of about 25 minutes. There are also 2 singles, being Drake and Kimye. Again, I feel this is an enjoyable album, but at times I feel the use of auto-tune can be a little bit excessive. And that's essentially really one of the only dislikes I've got from this album, even after listening to it multiple times over the past, 6 years now. Anyways, I really couldn't find much of anything online going in depth of this album, so I guess I'll go ahead and hop into the tracks. The tracks are named and poke fun at celebrities, except for the closing track, unfortunately. We start the album off with Taylor Swift. The track tells a story of how he used to date her and how psychotic she was, which is practically the point of his Taylor Swift song parodies as well. Just saying how psychotic she is, and also saying how she's the devil. I love the references hidden to some of her songs he threw in the lyrics, such as 22 and Blank Space. I feel his vocals are great. I feel the instrumental kind of pops off well. I also feel it's a reference to Taylor Swift being a pop singer at this point of her career, being more of a pop sounding track, as she did release a pop album in 2014 and being the start of her pop career at that point. I don't feel Calvin Harris is too bad of a track. I feel the track parodies more electronic music of the 2010s more than the artist himself. I say this as we get the usual repetitive lyrics. A lot of these electronic tracks do. Especially in the pre-chorus and chorus, as well as a typical bass drop in the instrumental after the chorus, as again a lot of electronic and a lot of mainstream electronic songs did. At the time. Lyrically, it's practically about trying to get with a girl as she looks cute. I feel Kimye is one of the better tracks on the album, which pokes fun at Kim Kardashian and Kanye West with its two verses. I wish this track were just a little longer, as I feel this was well written and produced. It comes in at 2.5 minutes in length. I feel the rap verses are done well, and I don't mind the use of autotune and other effects used during the chorus. Halfway through the album, we have Justin Bieber. I'm not the biggest fan of the track. I feel it's mainly because of the electronics used between the chorus and verse on the track. I kind of feel it's overproduced and annoying at times. I feel he chose the use of electronics, as Bieber has done some collaborations with artists and producers up to this point. Some of them include the duo of Skrillex and Diplo, Blood Pop, Major Lazer, DJ Snake, and even David Guetta. Ariana Grande wasn't necessarily one of my favorites either. I did enjoy the more Latin pop style instrumental. One of the setbacks I disliked was a heavy use of autotune on his vocals, which made the lyrics a little harder to listen to at points. Lyrically, I feel it's about trying to get on with a good-looking girl. I feel Drake was another enjoyable track. I felt it was great hearing his style mimicked in a way. I didn't mind the heavy use of autotune in the chorus, as I feel, again, it's supposed to parody Drake in a way. I feel it was an interesting choice for an instrumental, but I did find it enjoyable. He does switch up styles for the verses, as it seems in a decent amount of Drake songs he goes between kind of a light tone and his regular voice. Of course, Future parodies the rapper. Honestly, I feel it was hard to try and make out the lyrics, as it parodies how Future mumbles on a lot of his tracks. The heavy use of autotune was also an effect of me trying to figure out some of the lyrics. So that's one of the downsides of this track. But I didn't mind the instrumental on the track, say nonetheless. Lastly, we close out this album with hashtag DWBD. Don't worry about that. I didn't mind the track. I feel he has a decent singing voice, but I feel the obvious use of autotune tones it down a little bit. My favorite tracks on this album are Taylor Swift, Kimye, and Drake. Today, I'll be giving this album a 4 out of 5. I hope you all enjoyed this surprise review. If you're one of my usual viewers, I figured I'd try to do something last minute for April Fool's Day. I see I have a long April ahead as I'm gonna try to do 2 album reviews a week this month. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but I'm sure I'll get through it all, even if I feel some of those reviews may not be the best. Anyways, I'll be looking at Viva La Vida or Death and All His Friends by Coldplay this upcoming Friday, and on Saturday I'll try to look at I Am Not a Human Being by Lil Wayne. And yeah, I I guess I'll have to try and hit on his 2 greatest hits albums sometime this year, or maybe even sometime next year, depending on how things go. How it all pans out and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully sometime this year, I'll try to squeeze them in, and yeah, if guys are, you know, if some guys, loved him, like me, when he was on here, just feel free to let me know if I should, hit on them sometime this year. But yeah, with all that being said, I will see you all next time.